Fuck. Fuck. We gotta start doing breakdown videos. Which one do I look at? The circle. Yeah, the circle. The hook.
I don't feel pain these days, can't even feel the rain. It used to wash away everything and remove this dirt.
I don't feel pain these days. Can't even feel the rain. Probably shouldn't have to read them. I'm not even gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you through this. You're through the screen. So, these songs were all written about over 2 years ago now. And so because of that, I don't just know my lyrics right offhand at the moment. Because, you know, I got a lot of songs saved up. So, yeah, nothing special about these ones. No, I'm just kidding. These are very special. I don't feel pain these days. Can't even feel the rain, right? So, in other words, like where I'm coming from with that little bit is, you know, whenever you get depressed, which, you know, could be a form of pain for some people, like myself, or anxiety attacks, unable to breathe. For me, rain would like just kind of get rid of that. It's like a vibe, you know what I mean? I could just like, you know, zone out in the rain. I could breathe better in the rain. The rain is just kind of, you know what I mean, the all-to for me. But now I can't even feel the rain. I don't get the same vibe, the same feeling from the rain like I did. It used to wash away everything and remove this dirt. Basically, like what I just said. You know what I mean? It would wash away that depression and anxiety.
But now it seems that life's reversed, 'cause I'm washing away from this earth.
But now it seems life's reversed because I'm washing away from this earth. Yeah, the feeling of detachment from everything. You know what I mean? Literally leaving this world is the feeling that, or the best way to express that feeling of, you know, detachment. So,
They
yeah.
say my feelings will change, but I think that I'm cursed.
Yeah. They say my feelings will change, but I think that I'm cursed. Yeah, that's kind of self-explanatory. You know, a lot of people when we have depression, anxiety, just say, "Oh, don't worry, you'll grow out of it. You'll start to feel better eventually, and whatever." But it's like, the more it doesn't change, the more that you feel like, well, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just cursed. You know what I mean? So maybe you're just cursed, and that's kind of how I felt when I wrote that. So that's what that means.
'Cause the numbness stays, and the numb is what hurts. Put a bullet in that gun, baby, I'll go first.
'Cause the numbness stays, and the numbing's what hurts. Put a bullet in that gun, baby, I'll go first. So what that's talking about is the numbness, the feeling of detachment, the feeling of not having feelings, you know, hurts. It's hard to handle, you know what I mean? So that numb, the lack of feeling in itself is a painful one. Put a bullet in that gun, baby, I go first. Over exaggerative, maybe. At the time, would I be, you know, when I was writing that? Thought went through the head. No, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Those, you know, those ideas, of course, have came into, I feel like everybody's had at least once. We always just wonder. But it also just kind of fit the vibe of what I was going for. Just end it. You know what I mean? On to the verse.
You know it really hurts, being born with a curse. Devil's laughing at me when I'm praying in the church. Mom's fucked up cause her mom's fucked up. And now I'm fucked up cause my life's fucked up.
That's kind of like 2 bars in one, but you know what really hurts? Being born with a curse. Like I said a second ago, so didn't want to repeat myself. Devil laughing at me while I'm praying in the church. Now that, you know, whenever I did go to church, or, you know, do go to church, I don't feel comfortable. Never really have. Never got that Holy Spirit feeling. I felt more as if stuff was watching me. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, the going into a church and feeling kind of like, in a sense, laughed at by like the demons I can't see. You know what I mean? They're getting a kick out of that. It's kind of, you know, just kind of how it felt. Mom's fucked up because her mom's fucked up. You know, I got personal stuff in my family, so does everybody else, you know. And my mom, you know, she has her shit. I'm not gonna spill the beans on, you know, or, you know, I'm not gonna fucking get into that because it's nobody's business, and I was just kind of venting. But yeah, my mom's dealt with shit because of her mom, and her mom's dealt with shit because of whatever. So my mom's fucked up because her mom's fucked up, and now I'm fucked up because my life's fucked up. Domino effect right there. You know what I mean? Just from one person's life being fucked up to the next just leads to the domino effect of, well, now my life's also fucked up. I deal with some shit, you know what I mean?
And guess what? That's fucked up too. Aunts and uncles, well, who would've know? Some of them drink, most do drugs, and never saw to tell which one they truly love.
Same shit. Dad's life was also fucked up. I mean, at some point I might open up more about it, but freshly coming out with these EPs and stuff, I'm already getting enough phone calls from family who are like, oh, and I don't need any more I'm not gonna just start telling people shit. But yeah, so my dad's had a fucked up life as well, and aunts and uncles, you know what I mean? Who would have knew? Most of them drink, some do drugs. All my uncles, all of my relatives pretty much have something in their life that they struggle with, they have a problem with. I can't really think of one that doesn't, you know what I mean? Matter little or big, they have something. And yeah, you know, so yeah, self-explanatory. So it was hard to tell which one they truly love. Yeah, that feeling is real, you know, where it seems so easy to tell someone, why am I not good enough to get better? Very common thing you hear probably in TVs and we're all sick of, but real shit. That feeling is real. Why does it seem like those drugs are more important than me? Why isn't it easier to love me than it is to get off those drugs type kind of thing? You know what I mean? Is what it is.
Was it me? Or was it the meth? Was it opium or Xanax? Was it alcohol or what's next?
Well, that bar is kind of self-explanatory, like I said, matter little or big. My family has struggled with all kinds of different things, and you know, it's their own business, but their business became my business when it affected me, whether they believe it or not, and it did have an effect on me, and this is me venting that. So that's what.
You know what's not listed on the fucking side effects? Your family's gonna cry almost every night because they're watching you die from suicide. I've been through it all. You can take a look in my eyes and tell that I don't lie when I say I feel pain.
Basically, like I said, you know, you get the feeling that you are watching your family members just kill themselves slowly, and you can't do a fucking thing about it. You try, you say, you do, doesn't matter until they are ready to fix it themselves. And it's not even until they're ready, because they've probably been ready. It's when they're given. It's almost like, I don't even know how to say it. Once they hit the breakdown, then they're gonna actually be ready, if that makes sense. So, yeah, you know, it's not listed on the side effects, and that's a major side effect, watching them die from it. Verse 2, which is, okay, so that first verse was written 2 years ago. The second verse wasn't. The second verse was written very recently because I didn't like the original one, so I did it again. And I wanted this EP to kind of have that back and forth. Oh, then and now, 2 years ago now, a lot of shit has changed, even though it's a short period of time. But, you know, so, anyways.
Now my grandma's gone too. What the fuck am I to do? Everybody has that person that helps them see it through. And that was her.
Very self-explanatory there. My grandma was my everything. That was who I talked to. That's who I went through. That's who, you know, everybody has that person that's their secret keeper, their gatekeeper. The person they just break down at their worst moment, and that's the person they call. That's the person they feel comfortable telling. And then when you lose that, everybody wants to jump in and be like, you know, oh, I could be that person for you, or why ain't that person for you? You're just not. It's nothing against you. It's nothing, you know, nothing like in a rude way. It's just that was always the person. There wasn't a bad side or a good side. That was my balance, you know. My grandma, she never was on the bad side or the good side. She had always been the balance. So that was my person, and, you know, it's not up to other people who that'll be. Will I have that again? Maybe. We'll see. As of right now, no. So what the fuck am I to do? You know?
Now I gotta speak to her through this crystal dish, man. I hate this shit. God take me off of this motherfucker. If you exist, when will it feel like it?
My grandma's ashes are in a crystal dish I got from her house. And I looked over at him as I was writing that lyric, and I was just, you know, really into it at the moment. I was like, man, I gotta speak to her through this crystal dish, man. I hate this shit. God take me off of this motherfucker. If you exist, when will it feel like it? And yeah, that's because basically like what I'm saying, you know what I mean? If I gotta speak to her through the glass dish, and I don't feel the presence of God around me a lot of the time, like some people apparently do. I just don't. More power to you, and I would like to believe in it, but it's just hard to, because where's that connection? When will it feel like it?
Cause I really just feel so lost, feel tossed, crossed off. Whenever we talk, I just hear myself bouncing off of these walls. And I never would have thought you'd never respond like, huh?
Yeah, I feel lost, I feel crossed off, you know what I mean? I feel tossed just out like trash. Whenever we talk, I just hear myself and now that was a good bar, honestly. That kind of gave me the chills when I think about it, because when I wrote that, I'm like, kind of thinking to myself, I'm talking to God right now, and the more I'm thinking about it and talking about it, the more I'm really just talking to myself in a room. You know what I mean? I don't get the feeling, I don't know where that's supposed to be. I don't catch it. Sorry, I just don't. So bouncing off, I just hear myself bouncing off of these walls. Yo, I never would have thought you would never respond. When I was younger, I was told so much Christianity, you know what I mean? God, this and that. You pray, and you know you'll get a sign, you'll get this, you'll get that, something. And I really thought I was like seeing stuff at one point, not like weird stuff, but like I thought I was catching signs and stuff, you know. And then as a kid, of course, you know, you start looking into all kinds of stuff, and I mean, shoot, for example, I'm a big Star Wars geek, and as a kid, you know, I started thinking I could do the Force. It's just because, you know, you believed in it. Well, as you get older, you know what I mean? It's like looking up to an idol and then turning out not to be what it was, you know what I mean? It's like, I never thought you would never respond, because I was told how much you would always respond. You would always do something to send a sign, and it just, you know what I mean? And people, you know, they'll say like, I mean, we can get into that stuff later, but yeah, so that's where I was coming from with that.
When you wanna pull that card, that makes me have to think real hard on if you even exist at all. Gotta pick up when I call, cause
like I said, you know, well, you know, if you want to pull that card, you know, if you are there, and this is the feeling I'm getting, and this is the feeling you're letting me have, and you're not giving me the feeling or that connection like I was told or whatever, like that's the card you want to pull, well then let me really think about it. And the more I think about it, the harder it is to believe. You know what I mean? So yeah. First breakdown video. Solid.